Hi, Stephen. Hi, Julie. I want to wish Stephen a happy birthday. I brought a few props along with me today. Um, First of all, I brought this Super Bowl ring to show you. It's from the 49ers. And of course, it is that time of year, and the 49ers are in the championship game, so I thought it was appropriate to show my Super Bowl ring. And I also brought a yarmulke. This is also known as the bling, the ice, right here. The yarmulke, skull cap, kippah, whatever you like. Why the kippah? Why the Super Bowl ring? I don't know. Stephen is such an interesting person. I just thought that he's diverse, and it just brings a couple sides to the coin. And this is in no way recommended to protect your skull from physical damage, physical trauma, other types of protection for your skull and your head. Yes, you get my drift, but not for football. Anyway, I met Stephen in approximately 1993 when he was the junior rabbi at Temple Sholem, and we remembered we both had went to Ohio State as undergraduates, so we had a common bond. I'm not going to say anything about the fraternity house at risk for incriminating myself and Stephen. But I knew that Stephen was special when I met him, and I knew it right away when I met him, but then I started to get more of a clue when he was finally able to do his own thing, when he became the head rabbi at Am Shalom. I think the first time I went there, I had an aliyah. Called me up to the Torah, and he made me do a down and out flag post. Had me running up to the bima, and he threw me a football. He had one hidden in the ark. I caught it. It was a good throw. Went up to the bima, said the blessing, went back to my seat. Thank you, Stephen. So I thought, okay, that's a little bit unusual, but maybe it was a one-time thing. And then the high holidays came around, and I was there for Sukkot, and we were out in the sukkah, and all the kids were eating in the sukkah and having fun. And Stephen was explaining the lulav and the etrog. And the lulav, the spine, is a long spine, and it represents different anatomic parts. That represents a person's spinal cord, and then the etrog is the fruit, the lemony fruit. The citron represents the heart, and a couple other things I don't remember. Stephen was, talking to the kids about that. I was listening, and then he was showing the kids how to wave their lulav up and down, side to side, all four directions. And then Stephen pulls out from 1980 a Casey and the Sunshine Band, Shake, 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 Shake Your Lulav. And those kids had no idea. They were 6 years old, and Stephen was singing, and the adults were singing Shake, Shake, Shake Your Lulav, and dancing, and it was the most hysterical thing you could imagine. So that sort of reinforced Stephen, who Stephen is. So, it all started to make sense for me, because I had spent New Year's with Stephen and Julie, and we were just listening to R&B, and everybody was trying to outdo each other on their best Shaka Khan. So this was not your ordinary rabbi. It actually went back further to Pesach. And I went to the Lowenstein's house for Seder, and it was a bunch of people I had never met. Stephen's beautiful, his late mother was sitting next to me, and all students and people, and Stephen and Julie were a young couple, and so during the Seder, it was a little bit unconventional. They went and they asked everybody to say, if you could have dinner with somebody, anybody, current or historical figure, who would you have dinner with? And people were going around, and nobody really could come up with anything interesting. Everybody felt like they were, because of the circumstance, it was a Seder that you had to come up with a Jewish figure or somebody interesting or president or a Jewish sports legend or whatever, somebody, fitting. And it was just so boring and so forced. And finally, it came around to Stephen's beautiful mother, and she just said, "You know what? If I could have you, you would think it was Stephen's mother, Rabbi Steve's mother, maybe Maimonides or Hillel or even Golda Meir or somebody." So we're waiting for this. She said, "I wish I could have met Jesus Christ." If you would have seen the look, the blush, the look on Rabbi Stephen's face, it was priceless. And I knew that Stephen came by his wit honestly, and it was just a great memory, and it was wonderful, and I thought it was a brilliant response, and it was so much fun. But the past 20 years of knowing Stephen and Julie it's evolved into a treasured friendship, and he has just bridged the gap between so many people, and he's an unusual character, special person. We've been together on our family's joyous occasions, and I wish I could be there for this one. I really clearly remember when Noah was bar mitzvahed, and it was fun, and Rabbi Steve, for the first time, gave Noah a blessing under his tallis, and the look in Stephen's eyes, and how he was transferring and passing his essence to Noah. It was private. It was beautiful, and it just reinforced the goodness in the world, and the strength of the community, and the love which comes from above, which Stephen generously shares with so many people. Happy birthday.